guys, this is Unacademy Future Doctor. I'm your educator in biochemistry, Dr. Shivangi. Do let me know if I'm visible and audible to all of you. I'll just quickly check if the live stream has started and then we can resume. Okay, so just give me a second to check if I'm clearly visible and my audio is clear. Just a second. Yeah, all right. So, guys, we're meeting, I think, after 2 days. How are you all? Do let me know. I have two back-to-back motivational come strategy sessions for all of you, which are very, very important in today's scenario, especially because now since the NEET G has been postponed, so you will have to slightly your strategy so as to fit the extra 2 or 3 months that have been provided to you. But do not altogether change your strategy. Strategy should remain the same, just slightly modify it according to the changed time duration for preparation, isn't it? All right. So let us, without wasting time, without further ado, let us quickly resume. I have studied from Lady Harding Medical College and C. Malana College. As all of you who have been together with me for the past few months would know, I'll just quickly brief you about the different types of subscriptions. Excuse me. About the different types of subscriptions for NEET PG that are available on Academy. Excuse me. The Iconic as well as the Plus subscription. Now, both of these will provide you with access to video resources from top educators across the country in the form of live as well as recorded classes on the app. Okay. Now, Iconic subscription comes with a few additional resources like you will get access to videos and lectures from Prep Ladder as well, and also both of these will provide you with printed PDF notes and with a question bank containing more than 25,000 regularly updated questions. Okay, and the USP of both of these subscriptions is that you can access them while on the go on any device of your choice. Okay, understood. Now, the prices are very, very subsidized. Okay, and on top of that, you can apply a discount code, an educator discount code, that is BRSHUKLA, Dr. Shukla. Now, this code DRSHUKLA is going to fetch you 10% additional discount. 10% additional discount over and above the already subsidized prices that you are seeing. Okay, now you can compare these prices with other sources that are available in the market, and you will find that these are highly subsidized and the most inexpensive ones available in the market. And on top of that, you're getting the benefit of getting additional 10% discount if you apply this educator code. You can try this out. Okay, now we have the topic for tonight's session is the foolproof strategy for success in examinations. Okay, now there is not one size fits all strategy, as I have discussed in a lot of my videos. What is the most difficult what is the most difficult phase that a person experiences during preparation is how to when he has covered the entire syllabus once but he does not have time left for revision. That is one very, very crucial problem that most of the aspirants encounter during their preparation phase. Okay, and it is the limiting scenario, or so to say. How? Because that person has the capability, has the knowledge of the entire syllabus and or a major chunk of the syllabus, but he's not practiced enough to think on his feet or to apply that knowledge. Why? Because he has not revised it. Okay, so this is quite tragic, because the person has applied so much effort, has put in so much effort, so much hard work, but then at the right time, at the time of being tested, at that time, his knowledge is not being manifested, or so to say, into the correct answers. Now, in such a scenario, what the person should do is, what I advise you guys to prevent such a scenario from happening is, because it gives you a lot of heartburn. So what I do is, I have advised this to all my regular students is, revise at short intervals. Okay, so suppose you have started with some topic, start reading, and after 2 or 3 days, do revise what you have studied in those prior 2 or 3 days. Do not keep revision till the end. Do not procrastinate revising at the end. No, you have to keep on revising as you are learning. That is one very important aspect of revision. Okay, then what will happen is, you will be doubly prepared as you go along, and what you are reading, you are sure of retaining that. Okay, so it does not, see, no one is going to give you marks. No one, you're not going to just covering the entire syllabus is not going to pay you any dividends. What you should be able to do is to be able to make use of that syllabus. Okay, so always remember, studying for entrance examinations, or even for university or professional examination, is target oriented. Okay, you're not studying it just to increase your studying for that just to increase your knowledge base. You're studying for that, for a purpose, for a particular target. Okay, so make sure you have that in mind, and your studies are aligned with that target. So the foolproof strategy that I want to mention is, always align your studies or your preparation with the, what do you have to align it with? If you just have to answer this question while you're preparing. Okay, you just have to answer this question, whether what you are doing right now is aligned to what you want to achieve through this. Okay, it is not necessarily for academics, it can be for anything that you do. If something is troubling you, if there is something that is bothering you again and again, you should ask yourself whether you're bothering, your continuous perplexity about it, you're getting vexed about it, is that going to help the target for which those emotions are arising? Okay, is it going to help it, is it going to be of any use in the final product? If it is, then congratulations, do you can keep on continuing doing that. But if there is no alignment with the thought process and the final product, then you should abandon it at the first possible opportunity. Okay, because it is not going to be of any use to you. Okay, understood. It is easier said than done. I do admit it. It is more of a highly very highly pragmatic approach rather than sorry, highly utopian approach rather than a pragmatic approach. I do agree to that, but you should if not 100%, then you should try and think along these lines. Try and change your behavior, or change your mannerisms along these lines. Okay, not just in academics but in other fields as well. Now for academics, how do you align your preparation? Starting, what you should do is, at always look at the previous year questions for both entrances as well as for professional examination. Look at the previous year questions, because they are a mirror which will be reflected on the question paper that you will face. Okay, so do look at the previous year question papers for developing a kind of a for developing some kind of a background. Okay, you cannot just enter the examination without knowing anything about it. Just knowing the syllabus, or just practicing, just learning or revising the syllabus is not it, because we're not in school anymore. So we will not be asked direct questions. Rather, if you remember in some of our classes in school, we were given questions and answers to memorize, and the same questions used to come in the examinations. So there are people who do not even used to read the whole chapters. They only used to learn the questions and answers. Such was life, remember? But those good old days, if you can say, those you have left behind, and now you have entered college, and maybe you're preparing for PG entrances as well. So now, as you're graduating in life, as you're maturing in life, same you in the same way, your exams are also maturing. Okay, so you will be asked, you will be expected to read between the lines in your chapters. You will be expected to apply your knowledge, not just apply various concepts. Okay, not just read something at its face value. Rather what you should do is you should be able to apply what you have read. Okay, so for that you have to be armed. You should know what are the different types of questions that can be asked of you, okay, that have been asked in the past. Whenever you're going for any interview, say, what do? You ask those who have already cleared it for any interview or any exam. You ask those who have already cleared it, that you may be in touch with. You ask those seniors about the exam, about what kind of questions were asked. Okay, now that will give you an idea of what you're going to face, so that you are appropriately armored. All right, and that is what those previous year questions also do. They are your seniors, your guides as to what kind of qualities are you going to face. Okay, so do please make it a habit to check out previous year question papers for any exam that you're going to appear. Any exam, any written exam, any interview, whatever. You should know what the particular institution is wont of asking. Alright, so this is regarding previous year questions. Then revise as you go along. So do not keep your revision, or do not procrastinate your revision for the end. That is what I advise you guys always. Do not procrastinate your revision for the end. Revision is the most important key that is going to help that is going to help you recall things in that limited time window that you're being quizzed, during which you're being quizzed. Okay, so see, what happens is, once we have read something, we have that in our long term memory, but how quickly that is recalled, how quickly you think on your, that depends upon how quickly you can recall that particular incident or that particular information from your memory. Okay, and that depends upon practice. Okay, now what is practice? Practice is what it is. Revising it again and again, if you have read something, say once, and it is a big enough chunk, it is a large chapter. Now what happens is, you're a large chapter or a large subject. Now what happens is, after 3-4 months, what you have read the earliest, what you have read in the beginning, it tends to get clouded with new information. So you have to periodically keep on updating what you are reading. Periodically updating, as well as recalling again and again by revision. Okay, you should stimulate your brain again and again to go back to the piece of information that you stored in it a few days earlier, so that it does not get dormant. Okay, understood? So revise as you go along. Keep at least 1 or 2 hours from your timetable for revision. For whatever you have, a revision of whatever you have read in the past 1 week at least. So if you see my classes, they are designed like this, that once every week at least I take a revision class on one platform or the other, be it the Unacademy app or here on the YouTube channel. Okay, so and revision can comprise any design, can be designed either through MCQs or through just going through the notes of the important topics that you have made, okay, or discussing with your friends. So revision can comprise any means. It is just that it should just be a design, a tool to recall what you have read in the particular limited earlier time duration. All right. Third is practice. What and this practice, now all of these three things are aligned to suit your destination or your target, and your target is either to clear your professional examinations with a particular score margin, or to just clear your professional examination, or to clear your entrances. Okay, so whatever your target is, you should first define your target. You should first tell yourself, you should be able to know what your target is, and then you will start preparing for the you will start aligning your preparation towards that. Okay, practice in the form of MCQs and in the form of Q&As, that is subjective questions and answers. Okay, now this is not applicable for the PG entrance people, because they need not waste their time on subjective questions and answers, but it is applicable for those in MBBS who will be expected to write subjective answers. So practicing is equally important, either mock tests or through internal examinations that are conducted in the MBBS curriculum. So this is what I have told you. Even if you are 0% prepared, do not skip your test. Never skip your internal tests, whatever internal practical or theory tests that are given to you every 1 week or every 15 days. There are a lot of tests in MBBS. Okay, so you can escape them, but you shouldn't escape them. Okay, that is going to be, in the long run, you will be at a loss. Okay, so you're not fooling anyone but yourself by escaping those tests or by skipping those tests. Okay, even if you're 0% prepared, even if you're scoring a 0, even if you're getting bashed by I mean, if you're getting scolded by the teachers after that, or you're getting embarrassed in front of the whole class because of scoring in negatives, do not let all of that bother you. Become thick-skinned, but tell yourself that you're going to take it as a learning, and you're going to prepare. Okay, you're going to prepare at least a bit for the next test. Okay, and do not skip the test at all. Never. So by attempting tests, you know what are important questions, and then when you go back to the theory to revise, you will put special focus on that particular topic, because you know that has the potential of getting asked again and again by the university. Okay, by the university, and you know that this exam has a particular liking by the university. Understood this? So this is how now this is how you should align your practice. All right, getting it? And believe it or not, it is going to be a rather foolproof strategy for any examination that you take. If you follow just these 3 steps, and you know the um, the larger agenda, that is, align your preparation with the target. This is the agenda with which you should continue your studies. All right, now okay, make sure, yeah, so make sure that you do. So what are your take back points from this? That make sure you continue revision in a timely manner. Revision should be properly planned. Revision should not be something that should not comprise your timetable. You have a properly planned revision schedule as well, and that should be interspersed with your study pattern. It should not be kept at the last. Okay, you should have a particular time for revision, because revision is even more important than reading new stuff. Revision of what you have read is more important than reading new stuff. Okay, so please put equal, if not more, attention on revising what you are reading as you go along. Just putting in new stuff is not going to help you at all in your examination, because this is now you're beyond the school stage. Now you've entered your college, or you've graduated from college and going to enter the postgraduate college, graduation college. So now you need to have some extra zing in your preparation, and that extra zing is increased revision. Okay, So yeah, now you guys do apply this in your schedule and do let me know how this is affecting you, how, and I'm very sure that this is going to yield visible results in most of you's preparation, most of your preparation. Okay. Okay then, guys, see you in the next session, that is in a few minutes from now. And all the best, continue with this with your studies. Also, important announcement: on the 25th of February you're getting an educator branded quiz by me, conducted by Unacademy on biochemistry. So please do stay tuned to that. Continue revising whatever biochemistry we have discussed together. We have discussed most almost the majority of the syllabus we have completed, and so please do revise the different classes that that I have taken on the Unacademy Future Doctors channel as well as on the Unacademy app. Continue revising them, the classes, because they will help you, they will be very beneficial for you in the educator branded test. The entry for that test is absolutely free, and you're going to get a lot of attractive vouchers, discounts, and a lot of attractive prizes. Please stay tuned to that. You'll be getting an announcement sooner, very soon, but I'm telling you in advance so that you guys start preparing. Okay. All right then, see you guys. Bye bye. See you in the next session. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, then do subscribe to it and share this amongst your friends so that we increase our visibility and our viewership. And also, you have your friends to discuss whatever you are understanding, whatever you are learning here. Okay. And also follow me on the Unacademy app on G. I'm available as Shivangi Shukla. Do check my profile out and you can follow me there. Alright, guys. Bye bye. Take care.